I've contacted all of your donors. I'm going to keep contacting them. But like, you're sitting in this position and you're telling, like, you go around telling people, well, yo, I work for Career Path Services. I help people. No, you don't. You just sat and watched a family be traumatized. Just absolutely bulldozed. And you were like, yeah, I got my head up my ass. I can't see through the shit. So I tried to get, now that we had been stable, I was going to try and go after them. And so I went above constituent services and I contacted Shannon Williams of DSHS. Now this lying bitch that is in charge of all the native resources, can you imagine that? I wonder what it's like to be the bitch that is like, hey, here's back like 0.25% of all the shit we steal from you guys while I act like I'm a good person. Ugh. Gross. Anyway, I should have known. If I would have known she was in charge of the tribal stuff, I would have already known what kind of person she is, because who could live with themselves if they're over there doling back out pennies to the people that you stole everything from? I don't know. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. The tribes own this land. This is their land. We stole it. And when I say we, look, my family is Irish on my dad's side. I'm only second generation there, but my mom's family, pretty sure they got here before the Mayflower. So I don't know if that's why we're suffering like this. This is like the karma from my evil ass ancestors, because that's what it feels like. And I'm pretty sure, because my mom, really religious Christian, and I don't know, her whole family looked like something out of a V.C. Andrews, book. Flowers in the attic, that kind of stuff, where incest, there's really rich, really poor, and they built the fucking country, but also at the same time I have native blood a little bit. So God help me find out how that's there, because I'm sure it's not there in a happy way. So yeah, no, Shannon Williams. Ew, gross. And then we have Babs Roberts. And I am going to share, I'll clip it in here, this lying fucking skank. This bitch used the fact that, because when you're autistic, you kind of, luckily for me, because I have experienced severe abuse since birth, you kind of have this rosy shit outcome that you just keep coming back to, even though you keep getting your ass handed to you. You get knocked down, you get back up, and you're like, hey, and some people realize that we have a childlike mentality. Neener, I don't care. I enjoy the hell out of life, obviously more than you do, Babs Roberts, because I've never lied to a woman that was harmed deeply by the company that I work for, and then tried to hide what that company did to that person and her family, while giving her messages about how you're going to help her and how sorry you are and how concerned you are. You lying bitch. This is why I don't talk to people. I am so tired of trying to figure out which face are you showing me. I have one face. I am myself. 2-face, 3-face, 4-face. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not here to try and figure out who you are and what your fucking mental issues are, Babs Roberts. But you do have them. You're mentally sick. Babs Roberts, Shannon Williams, Cami Eakins, Amy Trozine, Bobby Lagerquist, Juan Yaraba, and Robin Edwards. DSHS and Career Path Services, Washington State. These are criminals. They are evil people. They have traumatized and harmed my family very deeply, very severely. And I would like help in bringing them, exposing them, and bringing justice for myself and my sons. I have filed 2 tort claims in the amounts of $10 million. This is money that I researched. Actually, most of the claims that I looked up were way higher than what I've actually asked for. $10 million each, one for the original of it happening, $10 million for Babs Roberts and the month and a half of her lying to me. While I literally told my kids, somebody actually cares, somebody's gonna help us. And I have never said that to them in all this time, because I knew it would hurt them and mess up their mental. And then she did that. And we are all just like, I like literally feel crazy at this point in time, because no normal human being, no caring or compassionate human being, no decent human being will ever be able to understand the depravity and the disgusting depths of just filth a person must be to lie and watch somebody being harmed and traumatized and be like, yeah, how can I get in on that instead of helping them? And that is what Babs Roberts and Shannon Williams both have done. They both have joined in on adding to the trauma to me and to my sons. I need help. I am one person. I have done all of this alone. I have been celibate for over 17 years. The last words that my ex-husband, who went home to Turkey to his mom, said to me was that it's not rape if it's your wife. And I was 7 months pregnant with my son, Nathan. I did everything alone. I never went out on a Friday with and like went out with friends. And then we were so hurt. And we had to drive around. And you have to keep moving when you're homeless. And nobody would help. If you see this, can you please send it to the local news, King 5, Fox 13, Como 4, Eric Johnson? Can you please send it to Governor Inslee, to Bob, no, not Inslee, please send it to Bob Ferguson, the last standing government office in this state that actually has any decency or even obeys the law. Please send this message to Bob Ferguson's office, because I need help. And my family is very, very much suffering. This is the first video. I will tell you what has happened since then after this video, but this is the one I wanted to get out. And I left the house today so my boys wouldn't hear me crying. And it didn't. I was gonna put it on cards, but I made myself say it. Because I do have a voice, and I do matter. I'm alive too, I exist too, and my sons do. And we matter. And we need help. Please, my fellow Washington citizens, please, will you help me and my boys? Thank you. Thank you.